about now? Can you guys hear me now? We have audio now. Throw it in the chat. Can you hear me now? Okay. I don't know if you guys heard all that. I had a really good intro. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world today. Whether you're here with us in Southwest Washington or Key West, Florida, wink, wink. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. We sure did. We enjoyed some time with family. We enjoyed birthday. Mrs. Steinman's birthday is on Christmas Eve, so we were able to surprise her pretty good this year. All right, so we're going to go over housekeeping, but I want to set up today's live stream. This is the last live stream of the year. And it's been a really fun year building this community. We've got big plans for next year. I'll go over that towards the end. But to set today's stream up, it's it's I don't know, 45 degrees, overcast, rainy, northwest winter. And this time of year, you have friends and family. They go to Arizona, they go to California, they go to Las Vegas, and everyone has that dream of being a snowboard, owning a snowbird property. So that's what we're going to look at today. Ben Young, very close friend of the channel, is on sabbatical, been almost a year, traveling all over the world. Excuse me, all over the country. They're in Florida today, and he sent me some properties we're going to look at. So we're going to look at some snowbird properties. If there is a dream location you have, if you were to own a snowbird property, where would that property be? If you could find a house for sale in that area, put the address in chat and we will look at it live together. So I have two homes in Key West, Florida that we're going to look at today. And then if there's enough people participating and somebody wants to throw a address in the chat, we will squeeze that one in as well. Not sure what's going on with the mics. Good morning, Diana. Diana's been asking me for microphone advice for her YouTube channel. And I keep telling her, you got to get these ones, you got to get these ones, and they're not working this morning. I don't know. We're not going to stress out about it. All right, let's cover some housekeeping items. Interest rates as we approach the end of the year. A lot of anticipation for what's going to happen next year. Trump said he wants to have the lowest interest rates in the world. Is that going to happen? Is that good? Is it bad? What's it going to do to home affordability? That's going to be kind of the theme as we go into the first quarter of 2026. But as of today, national average for 30-year fixed, 6.20. FHA, which is kind of the benchmark on this channel, 5.85. So we're ending 2025 with some of the lowest interest rates of the year. So that's a really, really good thing going into a market shift where interest rates are unknown. Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? We talked about that last week. We look at statistics and the market really is neutral. But if you are a seller, you probably think it's a seller's market. If you are a buyer, you probably think it's a buyer's market. And we're seeing a lot of that, right, Diana? Jumbo loans, which we're going to be looking at almost exclusively today, 6.40. Now, going into 2026, the jumbo loan limit has increased to $880,000. So anything over that, you're in jumbo world. Nothing to be scared of, 6.40. So that's interest rates. Every week, Gavin Hutkins over at Berkshire Hathaway sends over some market data. So this is covering the week of December 15th through December 21st. So this is not counting Christmas. Now, we had a big dip similar to this over Thanksgiving, and then we had a rally, followed by another dip. 102 new listings, that's down 18%. Now, the 102 is kind of normal, down, but it is Christmas, so down 18%. Pending sales, so homes that have gone into contract but haven't yet closed, down 35%. 107. So this is not helping our inventory. And I was going to do 2 Florida homes today and then 1 home here in Southwest Washington. And there just wasn't anything cool that was new on the market. There's a cool $2 million property, a $5 million property, but not a lot of new listings. So inventory does make me nervous going into the first quarter. Listings sold, so homes that were pending that closed, up 29%, 178. So I would say we are borderlining on unhealthy market statistics locally here in Southwest Washington, Portland Metro. Every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a home, that data is collected, and that's what we're looking at here. Lockbox activity for Oregon down 15% week over week. 6.5% down in Washington. We are right in line with where we were last year. It feels like a calm before the storm with our lockbox activity. As rates come down, if they come down, if the market anticipates a Fed change that's going to have significant impacts on rates as we go into the summer, we could see a lot of buyers enter the market. We could see lockbox activity up. I'm almost at the point where I'm going to predict that we're going to see these 2 numbers increase dramatically in January, February, March. With that, I'm hoping, and I feel good that we're going to see sellers do the same thing. So we're going to be watching our local market here very closely. Okay. Microphone's still not on. I don't know what's going on, but we got the camera mics. All right. Guys, ready for our first home? Before we do, if you would like to schedule a 15-minute phone call with me, you could scan this QR code. And you can schedule a 15-minute call with me to go over whatever you want. You have a home you want to look at numbers on, you want to see where you're at for pre-approval, or if you just want to talk about what's going on in the market. I think anybody in this community could benefit from a call with me. Scan the QR code on the screen to schedule that call with me. And with that said, we are going to 612 Mickens Lane, Key West, Florida. 2 beds, 2 baths, 823 square feet. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I do nothing about Key West, Florida real estate market. I don't know a lot about Key West, Florida, period. I've been to Florida, been to Disney World, been to Kennedy Space Center, but I've never been to Key West. I was, I guess, not shocked, but the average price down there is a little bit higher than I was expecting. But let's see what you can get. 823 square feet, 1,195,000, built in 1901. This home is listed by Bobby. Only 139 steps from the iconic Green Parrot. Yes, we count it. And just 1.5 blocks off Duval Street, yet tucked away on a quiet, hidden Key West lane with no vehicular traffic. Shotgun-style cigar maker's house. Features 831 square feet. Remodeled. Covered porches. Located in the desirable X flood zone. I'm not sure what that means, and I'm not sure what that does for flood insurance. All right, let's take a look at some pictures. Very Cuban. So this was a cigar maker's house. Very cool. Love the Art Deco colors. Wow, very cool exposed beams. Love the ceilings. I wonder what that other building is. It almost looks like a little bar. Good morning, Tina Vlahos. What a perfect episode for you to join us. Tina Vlahos with America Family Insurance. Tina is the preferred insurance agent of the My Mortgage Hound YouTube channel. Ex flood zone means not in a flood zone. Tina, I know you don't specialize in Key West, but if you were to throw out a ballpark of what flood insurance is going to be running in an area like that, are we talking $100 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month? Mini splits, heat pump, love that. This home has so much character. Those look like maybe original light, probably not. They look like a Pottery Barn. All right. It's weird seeing white with all the bright colors. White kitchen, nice wood countertops, very cool. Bedroom number 1 with a mini split. Oh wow, look at this primary bath. It's beautiful. Dual vanity. Okay, this looks like bedroom number 2. They're kind of using it as an office. All right, a little tiki bar, a little Cuban cigar bar. All right, so Tina says Florida is extremely expensive hurricane state, maybe 2 or 3 times the cost of Washington. So I'm thinking you're going to be in that $600 to $900 range for flood insurance. So having this home not in a flood zone is a huge bonus. Check out how cool this little tiki bar is. And it's also their laundry room. All right, very, very cool. Cody, that looks great and all, but 2 bedrooms for $1.2 million. How much is this going to cost? Well, I'm glad he asked. So, lots of different ways to finance this home. We talk a lot about debt servicing loans for short-term rentals. We're going to be doing that on the next one. You could also do that on this one. But here's what 25% down on a jumbo loan looks like. Purchase price $1,195,000. 25% down would make our loan amount $896,250. Interest rate, according to Mortgage News Daily, national average as of yesterday on a jumbo loan, 6.40. Let's look at a breakdown of our payment here. Principal and interest, $5606. Our property taxes aren't in there. The property taxes on this home are not bad. Let me add them in really quick. I want to say they're $581 a month for property taxes, which on 1.1 million is not bad at all. And then for homeowners insurance, I'm going to go $150 a month. We'll see what Tina thinks for a ballpark on homeowners insurance. There we go. $581 for property taxes. Ballpark, $150 a month for homeowners insurance, depending on what insurance company you select, what coverages you select. No mortgage insurance in this scenario, so we're looking at a total payment of $63.37. $63.37 a month, $312,000 out of pocket, and you have a house where you could snowbird in Key West, Florida. So there's home number 1. I have home number 2 lined up. If you're just joining the live stream, today we're looking at homes in places you would want to snowbird. If there is a dream location for you to have a snowbird house, where would that be? Put an address for a listing in the chat and we will look at it live this morning if you guys want. I have 2. We looked at 1. I have 1 more. Normally I do 3, but I'm saving 1 as a guest appearance. So if anybody has a location and a home they would like to see on the stream, throw it in chat. And if you could, if you think you could benefit from a call with me, Cody, I have a QR code you can scan right here. And you can schedule a 15-minute phone call with me. I think anybody could benefit from a call. I could probably benefit from a call. I love talking with people to get a gauge of where they think the market's going, where their anxiety levels are, and you'd be surprised. A lot of people call me very confident in this market without fear of home affordability. And I hope we're going to see more and more of that as the market presents itself in 2026. Okay, going to home number 2. We're sticking to Key West. Now, those of you know me, I have a vacation home in Long Beach, Washington. And there's lots of different ways to handle this. And I think that this is kind of the first step when you're looking at buying a second home is how are we going to use this? Are we going to use this as maybe a long-term rental? Are we going to use this as a short-term rental? Or are we going to use this truly as a second home where I'm going to leave my toothbrush out, I'm going to leave all my stuff out, and nobody else is going to stay there unless they're a very close friend, and I'm really going to live there part-time? If the answer is number 2, I found the house. So if the answer is I would like to own a property where I can short-term rental on VRBO or VBRO. I always get it wrong. Airbnb. And I want to produce enough rental income to cover the mortgage payment, and then I can use it a few times a year when I want. Then I think this house is going to be the way we're going to do this one here. Diana says she would love to live in Montenegro, Croatia. We've done overseas episodes, and both of those locations are beautiful. Might be a little tricky for me to do right now. But if you found a home in Montenegro or Croatia and you have the listing, you can send it to me. I'll try. If not, maybe pick one in the 50 states of America. Okay. All right. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's not fun looking at these homes. They're beautiful. Look at that blue sky out this window here. I don't know if I can show you. There's no leaves on the trees. It looks very cold. Someone's hammering on a house and it's cloudy. This is not fair to be looking at these homes and see that out the window. All right. 1217 Petronia Street. I don't know if I got that right. Key West, Florida. 3 beds, 3 baths, 1,667 square feet. I can't remember if Ben sent me this one. I think I found this one when I was looking around what Ben sent me. Built in 1938. Suzanne, the listing agent, says, classic Key West winter retreat in the heart of meadows, tucked away on one of the quiet one-way streets of the historic meadows. This elevated Key West home offers rare opportunity to enjoy Old Town living, as it was meant to be charming, neighborly, and removed from the bustle of tourism. Yet moments from everything that makes the island special, but entirely of original Dade country pine. The home excludes warmth and craftsmanship, hardwood floors, swimming pool. All right, let's look at some pictures. How cool would it be to own a second home with palm trees in your front yard? I would definitely figure out a way to put a hammock on those trees. But really, really cute little home here. Cool, small swimming pool. So think about this as option number 2 from earlier, where I want to buy a house, use it as a short-term rental, produce enough income to cover all the costs and then I have a free home I can go stay in. Okay, so I think a little swimming pool is going to be a big deal when it comes to promoting this as a short-term rental. Looks like one of the bedrooms here has these huge French doors going out to the swimming pool. It looks like Trex deck around the swimming pool. Interesting. Almost looks like a little bunkhouse. Tile front porch, kind of cool. Oh wow, look at this. Very white on the inside with that dade pine ceiling. Looks like manufactured or engineered hardwood floors, but look at that spiral staircase. That really steals the spotlight in this room. Yeah, right next to the kitchen, you have this really cool spiral staircase. Here's our kitchen with that dade pine ceiling, tile. I'm not going to say this is dated, maybe a little bit, but I think it's okay. Cool chandelier. Yeah, this would be such an easy house to promote on one of those short-term rental sites. And a decent size at 1,667 square feet. Okay, so here's the loft area upstairs. How cool is that? Lots of cool architecture in the ceilings. Built-in bookcase. I'm imagining they're counting that as a bedroom. Okay, so we got living room, dining room, primary bedroom, loft area, which I think they're counting as a bedroom, and then probably that bunkhouse in the back is also where they're getting, that's how they're getting the 3 bedrooms. Okay. So a quick rundown on these numbers. Purchase price $1,595,000. Loan amount with 25% down would be $1,196,000. Interest rate, now we're jumbo loans are at 6.4. I bumped this up to show a debt servicing coverage ratio loan. It's the worst name of any mortgage product ever, but it's designed for purchasing rental properties where all we're going to use to qualify is our credit score. We're going to show that we have our down payment, and then we're going to either have a lease agreement or an appraisal that shows that the projected rental income on either long-term or short-term is going to cover the mortgage payments. Okay, so there's some formulas that go along with that, but it's extremely easy to qualify for as long as the rents are going to cover the mortgage payment. That means no tax returns, no P&Ls, no bank statements, no job history. We're not going to qualify you as an individual anything beyond your credit score and showing you have your down payment. Okay, so that makes it really attractive to come in and buy a second home like this, where we know that the payments are going to be covered by the rental income. You do pay a little bit of premium. The interest rates can fluctuate a lot depending on how we set this mortgage up, but today we're going to use 6.75. Now, principal and interest $77.58, property taxes $1,000 a month, homeowners insurance. It didn't say anything about a flood zone, so I'm not sure. So we're gonna have to do our due diligence on that. But for this example, we're gonna say $100 a month for homeowners insurance, bringing us to a total payment of $88.98. Now I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, Cody, I don't know what Mrs. Steinman put in your eggnog, but having a short-term rental where I have to pay $88.98 a month is going to give me some really bad acid reflux. To which I say, check this out. Okay, so this is Rabu. This is like a Zillow for short-term vacation rentals. Projected annual revenue, $300,000. $300,000 a year of projected revenue, which, quick math, that's $25,000 a month. So even if that number is over the realistic number, which I don't think it is, I think this Rabu site's pretty accurate. That's more than double, almost triple what our mortgage payment's going to be. So if I have some cash, okay, if I'm sitting, either I want a 1031 exchange or I sold a property and I want to roll some money over, but if I have $400,000 to put down, this could be one of those really, really smart short-term rental properties. What does the chat think? Do they think I'm crazy? $8,000, almost $9,000 a month for mortgage payment, with revenue at $25,000 a month projected. Okay, it's 9:30. I have no problem ending early today. It's Saturday, I got some projects. But I would love to do one more if somebody has an address. They want to throw in chat. Tina Vallejo says, quick online search says Key West average homeowners insurance is $800 for a month for 300,000 home limit. Okay. If you want to know more about homeowners insurance, schedule a call with me. I'd be more than happy to do a deeper dive. Today's more of a 10,000 foot view, but the homeowners insurance is going to be that variable that you're going to want to figure out. So I'm sure it fluctuates quite a bit. I'm sure there are local agents there that kind of specialize in that. But yeah, homeowners insurance can be a big piece. But guess what you don't see? And I was shocked to see this. Because Tina is right. The homeowners insurance, we may be underestimating that by a long ways. But on both of these, you know what you don't see? You don't see an HOA. On both those homes, there's no HOA. Now, in a lot of communities, homes like those, you're looking at HOAs of $300 to $600 a month. So that will offset that higher insurance cost. Not that I'm trying to sell you on moving or buying a short-term rental in Florida. I'm not even licensed in Florida. Okay, I can be licensed in Florida. If all of a sudden all of you wanted to buy properties in Florida, I can go get my Florida license and we can go mortgage properties in Florida. But this is just for fun. Okay, while we're waiting on some brave soul to throw an address in chat, it's okay if nobody does. I don't mind ending early. If you are not subscribed, it's very easy. You go to your YouTube window. Underneath the video, there's a white button that says subscribe. You click on that. Next to it, there is a notification bell. You're going to want to click on that notification bell because we're adding some things going into 2026 on this channel. We're going to be going live when breaking news hits during the week. Okay, so if I'm at my desk doing mortgages and all of a sudden the feds come out and make a big announcement, or there's a big housing announcement, or Trump comes out and says something like he wants to have the lowest interest rates in the world, we're going to go live and we're going to have guests on and we're going to watch that breaking news together. So it's important that you have notifications turned on. So if something like that does happen, you'll get notified when we go live. And I have some awesome guests lined up specifically for when the feds make their 8 meetings. I think it's 8 meetings a year where they talk about what they're going to do for rate cuts. And so that is going to be part of the plan for 2026. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you turn on the notifications. I'm not going to be doing max text messages or going to Instagram. I'm just going to go live. So if you want to be notified, click that notification. It's been a really great year on this channel. I've learned a lot. This is a passion project. This is for fun. This is not no sponsors or money making here. We're just building a community, people interested in real estate. We have some awesome preferred partners. So thank you to Gavin Huckins this year for sponsoring or for being a big part of the channel. Diana Rutherford, Rockstar. We have a list of preferred agents. So if you do need a real estate agent, you can schedule that call with me with a QR code. And I'd love to make an introduction. I don't know what the QR code is. You guys go out and enjoy your Christmas weekend. Have a safe New Year's. We might go live on New Year's. I don't know. We might do a little live at the beach New Year's. Maybe. We'll see. And more of the daily videos. We've made some changes, so the daily videos are coming back in 2026. Thank you very much for your support. Love everybody here. Go out and enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next Saturday. Bye, everybody.